BBC Radio Cornwall. One thing that'll make you feel good, look at this seamless link, is walking. And I'm joined in the studio now by Toby Budd, who's, you're one of the organisers for the Fowl Walking Festival.
That's correct, yeah. We've actually chosen the Fowl River Autumn Walking Festival is the official name of it, just to make sure people separate it from the Fowl River Festival, which is a completely separate event held at the beginning of the year in the spring. We're involved in that, we run that as well, but this is a completely different event.
And of course, the Fowl River Festival, that is incredibly popular as well.
Yeah, it's just gaining immense momentum. We've got over 150 events or whatever now. We reckon over 100,000 people connect with the festival in some way or another, and every year we're getting more and more exciting stuff happening, so it's brilliant.
So the Walking Festival, what's the idea and where's it come from?
Well, we were encouraged by the success of the Fowl River Festival, and we've been talking for a long time about a way to promote the fantastic walks around the river, and we thought a 2-week walking festival would be the ideal time to do it, and we think the river and the surrounds are beautiful in the autumn, and so we've gone for the end of October and beginning of November this year. There's going to be the first event.
OK, what sort of things are you going to be organising as part of those events?
Well, it's the first year for the events. We're going to be running a range of guided walks. We're working with Walk It Cornwall and various other walking groups. So we're planning around 2 guided walks a day. And in addition to that, we're going to be producing a programme for the festival which will have pull-out walk guides that are very easy for people to go and follow, whether they're looking for a 1-hour loop walk that brings them back to a pub, or something a little bit more strenuous that takes them off along the coast path. So
what's so special about the Fowl area for you?
I think it's the variety. You've got anything from the exposed headlands on the cliffs and Tanzany Head and the Helford, right the way through to the creeks and cliffs in the upper parts of the river around Trelisic and Tregothon, and it's in all of that variety can be enjoyed in one or 2 walks.
I think, I was saying just before we came on air, I live down near Helston. That's the best way to describe it, and getting to the Roseland is a little bit difficult. Obviously, you've got the ferries, you've got the King Harry ferry, but it seems an awful trek. What am I missing out on?
Well, the thing that we think is going to make this walking festival unique from a lot of other walking festivals around the country is the link up that we can provide with the Fowl River Links project. There's over 16 ferries on the river. There's quite a comprehensive bus network, and obviously the branch line as well. And at the core of that, we have the Fowl Muscle Card, which is which can be purchased for a period of time, just like when you go to London. And with that card, you can enjoy unlimited travel on the whole of that network.
Wow!
Pay once, and the customer, all they have to do is show their card. It gets scanned by a barcode scanner, and they can use the ferries, the buses, and the trains as much as they want. It also includes entry to the attractions and the gardens around the river as well.
So what sort of attractions are we talking about?
Well, we've got all the gardens which are part of the scheme, including Lamoran, Trelisic, the gardens down at Helford, Treebar, Carwinian, etc. The 2 castles are part of the scheme, as is the National Maritime Museum.
That sounds like... how much do those kind of things cost?
The transport-only card starts from £6.50 a day, and the transport and attraction card is from £10 a day.
OK. Right. So back to the festival. Yep. When's the dates it's starting?
It's going to run from the 21st of October to the 6th of November. So that's going to cover October half term. We're working very close with with a lot of local groups, including the South West Coast Path Association, the National Trust, etc. It's actually the National Trust National Walking Festival during that week, and then we're going to run as well in the first week of November, because we're always very keen to try and push the season out as far as possible.
Just looking at some of the images through the area guidebook, some of these are spectacular.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and the autumn as well can be absolutely stunning, just as the trees and the leaves are starting to turn brown.
Because I'm just looking at the pictures of the orcas swimming, also the grey Atlantic seals, and just some of the wildlife, and some person swimming at, I believe it's a hotel on the Roseland, overlooking the sea.
Crystal clear blue waters, white sand, and sunny almost every day on the Roseland, apparently.
Is there anywhere people can go to find out more information then about...
I'm afraid to say, at the moment, there isn't. We only came up with the idea 2 months ago, and the committee has only just been formed, and we only set the date at a meeting last week. But very shortly, there will be a website up and running.
Fantastic.
Where people can get all the information that they want, and that's going to be based at kingharryscornwall.co.uk.
Well, I tell you what, once things are a little bit more set up, and perhaps we can go out on one of the walks and record something.
Yeah, definitely. And if anyone is interested in putting on a walking-related event, we're going to be working with Miracle Theatre. There's going to be some outdoor film screenings, lots of stuff associated with walking, talks, book signings, all sorts of stuff. If you do have an idea and you'd like to get involved, please get in touch.
Toby, thank you very much for joining us in the studio this afternoon.
My pleasure, thank you.